Centaur than it was in that game, though. We've already come. Okay, there we go.
Calling with
Healing Lotus.
Stomp. Yep, back into it. Gonna get stomped. Nope. Double edge is there. First blood goes the way of FY, despite this being an ace special. You can see Deadshot back in the top lane.
Oh, that
to the hook
max
stomp, double edge to follow. Seleri is just dead.
Yeah, that was.
He's gonna heal up a decent amount. You can see
this is
the
an
bot
important
lane.
Lotus
Ace is
here.
in a lot of trouble, getting chased by Lu and Ench, trying to deny himself onto the creeps, but not gonna happen.
Him a little bit here, but here comes the arcane boots as well.
Huff stomp double edge with inside the calling as well. Dyrachyo just tries to man fight his way out of this into the double edge though. Chalice will actually get the kill and live, and now Somnus with the Astral setting up another kill onto Seleri. Well, the Ogre has something to say about that, but and we'll see if Somnus ends up going for the same relative.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Quinn rolling thunder. They get the OD to start. Doesn't want to put him on the cliff, though. Has to be a bit careful. Astral going to keep him alive a little bit, but he is completely surrounded, and Somnus does die. Quinn getting a very valuable kill here. Hurricane onto the Ench as well, surrounded by creeps. Do they have a stun? No. TP away safely,
right.
But still
He was left alone because Chen went mid, so dyrachyo wasn't.
Gaimin can get something out of this. Swash is going to miss. This is all for a position 5 Ench right now. They'll get it.
Get it.
But obviously, like we talked about, dyrachyo refuses to give up this tower. We can see the calling come in, along with the ult from FY, already level 6, trying to apply some pressure to dyrachyo. Quinn TP's in with that rolling thunder, looking for Chalice. Looks like that's going to be an easy cleanup for Gaimin. So good rotation overall. Meanwhile, hit a Malice from Ace, but he's surrounded by enemies, trying to go through his Fiend's Gate, but it's not going to happen. He will die.
The Underlord isn't picked that much, but the style
Run into Lu. No song to work with. Gonna turn to the little piggy. FY trying to help out as much as he can. Looks like that's enough distance for the Naga to get away. Might cost them their Ench, and it will. So a good sacrifice for Azure Ray.
Able to overpower them anyway when Chen shows up with Hand of God and maybe some good creeps and Underlord.
Oh, Quinn with the rolling thunder. That's a kill. Okay.
Wow.
That was extremely casual.
That's going to cost them a tier 2 tower by the looks of it. Maybe they're going to try to defend. All right, Somnus is here. Good damage.
Finds Ace. That has a lot of damage being applied. So much pure damage. Insanity's Eclipse to follow. Looks like that's going to be the death of the Underlord. Somnus now finding himself next to Quinn as well. It's going to be a trade, though. Somnus will fall as Seleri trying to run away from Chalice and company, but that's not going to happen. So a 2-for-1. The Ench looks like will live, as the Zoo not able to fully commit any further. Enough for him to get away as Ace comes in through the Fiend's Gate. Horsey action from Somnus. Oh, he's going to show himself again, though. Pit is just dodged. Quinn now with the rolling thunder. Can he find them in the fog? It's going to be close. Very close. Yes, he finds them. Shield crash down goes Somnus. Hero come back. Is this here you have to get Midas on eventually? Or?
That is kind of the down. Oh, hang on. That is a very...
dyrachyo. All right. That apparently was a Centaur.
Yep.
They'll be a little beefier than that, but that's
a lot of
in the meantime, trying to TP out in the midst of action. Looks like he'll get away. On this tier 3, Somnus making his TP action coming. Okay. Try everything on Edge. He gets deleted. Well, he's still alive. The Astral keeps him just barely alive. In fact, he's going to be able to piggy away. The Stampede will help in that effect as well. The Fiend's Gate from Ace to get deep into the base of Azure Ray is already they're knocking on the door. And dyrachyo getting healed from the sideline from tOfu. They're going to have to do a lot more healing than that. They're going to be able to kill off the Ench eventually, as Chalice is now going to die. And just like that, it's a 5 versus 3. There's a song from Lu, but can they combo this?
No.
And his Eclipse is not up, so their racks will end up falling fast for Azure Ray to handle. Another Reality Rift into this is going to be too much damage, but there, just at the last moment, Somnus gets off the Astral, but it still will set up Quinn to come in and finish the job. It's like the Noun series between Gaimin Gladiators and them, as Chalice is going to get found out. It gets off the hoof stomp, but Quinn is there with the swash. And the inhibit, as we all like to call it, Chalice will die in front of his tier 2 tower. Phantasm from dyrachyo, already half HP on the tier 3. Ench, okay, Astral keeps him alive. But he dies shortly after. We've seen a lot. It feels like just a replay over and over as Lu on the... Okay, he's getting in a little trouble here. Quinn continuing on. He's going to use the Rolling Thunder. They do not have Song. There's the Astral again. Can they combo it? Somnus is going to pay the ultimate price, though, for this, as finally the Song comes out. Quinn not going to be able to combo up too much as a result. Back to the low ground. Gaimin going to try to reset as the Ench bot back.
like this, neither team has Aegis, and if you're stronger, you don't need it. So,
Okay.
okay.
All right, that wasn't Enchantress no longer, though. Another Astral Imprisonment onto the Centaur, who's stuck inside the pit, so he's going to get rooted again, brought back with the Reality Rift into another root. But the Deadshot's going to keep Quinn away, but still, damage is being applied to these barracks. And Azure Ray not showing many signs of life here. Is Lou on the backside, just going to try to help out, but he's already lost the Centaur. And now Somnus on the run. All he can do is go back to base. In fact, he might be back to death. Will be astraling himself again, but dies again shortly after as the GGs are called. And Gaimin Gladiators completely stomp Azure Ray in game number 1. Gracious.